All right, everyone. This is going to be kind of a trial as well as I'm admitting everyone into the room. Since this is the complimentary coaching lab, there's going to be a lot more people here. But then once we join the actual coaching event, everyone will have the capabilities that you're seeing now. So currently, I'm admitting everyone into the room. You're going to see the format should be a little different than how you see it with the Zoom settings or with the previous event. What you'll now have the ability to do is the ability to have a couple other features. You can turn on your camera if you would like. You can turn on the audio if you would like as well, if you want to try using your microphone. How this is going to be helpful is during the event, as I'm going through the slides or different charts, say I have this step-by-step walkthrough, or if I have a question on the screen like this one, and I'm quizzing you of which one's the right one. If you want to jump on the microphone to answer, actually, I would say probably type in the chat first to say your answer. But then if you have a question, you have the ability to, I think, raise your hand, and then I can allow you to turn on the microphone. You may be able to talk anyways. So I just got to kind of work through some of those kinks. But for the most part, camera, microphone, the real key features here are going to be the ability to draw on the screen and see what I'm seeing. So coming back to the PowerPoint here, under your Zoom settings, there should be a horizontal bar that looks like this, where you see the options to unmute your microphone, start your video. It may have the participants in the group. The main thing I want you to see is this button that says annotate. Now, it may take you some time to kind of hover over your Zoom bar, but find the bar that looks like this, and it'll be a pencil, and it should say annotate. Once you have that button or you see that, click it. And over here on the left-hand side, you should see some options that will give you the ability to draw on the screen. So you'll see this cursor up here. I think that's just a pointer. If you want to type text on the screen, the big one will be the pencil here, which gives you the ability to draw, as you see this student did in a previous session, drawing resistance, circles. So if you wouldn't mind, as I'm talking now, can you guys try out or just kind of on your own screens, see if you have that toolbar, and then start drawing on my screen. So if I bring up, let me have a blank chart. Let's just do platinum. I'm gonna have platinum on the screen, and I'll probably do this one by one. But for right now, try finding that toolbar. All right, Patrick's got it. Excellent. Because I just want to see how it works too. You see Patrick just drawing some. Isolate a wick over wick reversal. So why is price falling from this point? I see Ken. We've got Ken, Patrick. Where's the wick over wick reversal that's holding price down at this point? Nice. See, we got a couple people. Patrick, Dan, Ken. I like this. This is cool. So then it looks like multiple people. Hi, Patrick. Excellent. All right, so there's the wick over wick reversal. If we're looking for a short trade and we miss the wick over wick reversal, where could the fake out breakout happen? Anyone tell me where we might have a fake out breakout? So again, if you're looking, and let me come back over to the PowerPoint. So it's this bar here. You may need to hover over your screen, but it'll be something that has the options to unmute, start video. The main thing here is this button that says annotate. There also is a chat here too. So if you are in the event and kind of struggling, type in the chat, and I can try to guide you of where to locate that. Or if you want to talk to, I think I can turn on your microphones or anything like that. Anyone having issues finding the annotate? And if you did find it, yeah, type in the chat and let other traders know how you were able to find it. All right, thanks, Patrick. So found mine in the lower left corner, so that's helpful. Hey, Diane, no worries. So we're just trying out the drawing tools for the coaching lab right now. Um, on the screen, you'll see, there we go, we've got Randy, a bar, a horizontal bar that looks like this. Patrick did mention that he found his in the lower left corner. What I want you to look for is this pencil that says annotate. And it might have options where you can unmute your microphone, start your video. This is typically what we'll do in the one-on-one coaching sessions, but we're going to be doing this during the actual 3-day coaching event as well. So the main thing here again is that pencil that says annotate. Patrick mentioned he found his in the lower left corner, but I just want to see if you can click that. And then from there, you should be able to draw on my screen over here. And I was just asking people before, where's the wick over wick reversal? There we go. We've got Carolyn here. Hey, Carolyn. Excellent. So how this will be helpful during the event is I will have quiz questions and I'll bring up, let's see, what you can also see is as, you know, Carolyn's writing hello, kind of the ability to also erase what you've written. I think most people are doing that and getting the hang of it. You have the ability to draw. I think you have some options for stickers if you want to put an arrow on a chart. Also, if you want to erase or delete your drawings, that's going to be it's like the garbage can here. So I like seeing how I think everyone has been able to erase their drawings, but you should be able to draw them with the pencil. You can undo if you want with this arrow, or if you want to redo, you can use this arrow. If you want to delete your drawings, you can use the garbage can. If you want to change the color of your pencil, you can use that here. But go ahead and test that out here. If you haven't already, just make sure that you can use those tools. And I'm going to start kind of giving you a preview of what to anticipate. It'll be more formal during the actual event. But if I circle this wick over wick reversal right here, where was the entry for the breakout? Put a line on the entry where the breakout happened. Put a line, an arrow. Patrick's got his arrow there. Where would the entry be for the breakout? Anyone else? And I gotta keep my screen there. What do you see, Diane, on your screen? Do you see the mute, the unmute button, or the unmute the video? Yes, so you'll be able to draw on the Zoom screen. So it should be, again, a bar. There we go. Thanks, Dan. The pencil is in the draw icon. It changes if you select a circle or box. It's between the T and the check mark. Perfect. Yes, we've got the T there, the check mark here. The pencil is going to be this one that's highlighted blue, and it's in that bar. And it should come up if you click annotate, which is going to be in one of your Zoom settings. So it's not going to be on my screen, it'll be on your computer, where you should see that toolbar. There we go. Nice job, Diane. So you'll be able to do that. And then, yeah, you can see how you can get rid of the lines too. You can add arrows, kind of play around with it. Again, this will be more formal during the upcoming event. So I'll be able to go through quiz questions. And I also want to see if you're able to share your screen. Now, is there any volunteer who has a chart set up that they would want to share? or test out sharing? Just want to see something. So that would be the option to, again, under this bar here, you can see where it says new share. So currently it should say maybe Kate is sharing her screen or Kate Trades is sharing her screen, but then there should be an option to do a new share. Now, if you have a chart up, it's important, make sure it's a picture of a price chart. Oh, okay. No worries. Appreciate it, Patrick. Does anyone have the ability to share their screen? I just want to see if anyone's able to. Okay, I like that I can see everyone in the room. So it looks like it defaults. If I stop sharing, then it gives everyone the ability to share if they need to. Hey, Patrick, good to see you. Yes, you have the ability to turn on your camera, your mic, and when you guys have questions too, if you don't want to type in the chat, if it's easier to just put on your microphone, then that's going to be, let's see, this one over here where it says unmute. Maybe you'd rather just, maybe you're not as, typing, it's too long of a question. Just put on your microphone for a second. You can unclick that. You don't need to turn your camera on if you don't want to. Just unmute it and ask your question. But is anyone willing to take a leap and either talk on the microphone or share their screen? And if you don't want to, that's completely okay. I'm just kind of showing you guys that these options are available for those of you who, during the event, if you do want to ask the question real time, you can do so or share your screen. If not, I would say just that's completely okay. You can draw on my screen if you're more comfortable doing that. Or again, share your screen. That's going to be the green button. I should say new share. So if not, that's all good. Let's come back to the chart. So if I'm walking through, let me bring up a chart. What are you guys looking at right now? What chart do you want me to bring up? Could be one that we didn't look at in the previous part of the event. Looking at currencies, agricultures, metals. Let's do it. Let's look at, oh, and then I got to share my screen again. But if you do want to share or talk and you're not sure how, feel free to do so. Let's see, British pound. Let's come over there. All right. So we are rallying. Now, looks like the trend is currently up because we are breaking out to the upside. As part of that three-step process, for those of you who were in the previous event, step one, if we're looking for an entry, we isolate the zone or the setup. We have a 2-candle flip down here. And we're going to come down to the smaller time frames. I'm going to come down to the 4-hour start, and then we'll work our way down. And this will help us to identify where our entry would be for a zone entry. I'm just going to jump down. I'm going to kind of switch the time frame a little bit. Let's see. We're coming over. All right. So I've isolated that daily 2-candle flip. Now, if I'm looking for my zone, am I going to look for the zone to be here? Do we have a setup there, or do we have a zone set up down here? The upper one or the lower one? Where's our zone, and what does that zone look like? So 2 areas where we want to take a trade. daily setup showed us that 2 candle flip. Now we're down on the 3 hour. Which one is going to be our zone? Is it going to be the lower one or the upper one? Where would we want to set up our entry for our zone? Patrick says upper. Any other guesses? Arnie says upper. All right, so if we're looking at the upper, we're going to need a 2 candle flip or wick over wick reversal. On the 3 hour time frame, we don't have it. So let me come down to a smaller time frame and see if we can find it. Let's see, 1 hour time frame. Okay, so on the 1 hour time frame, what do we have that qualifies this zone? Is it a 2 candle flip or is it a wick over wick reversal? 2 candle flip or wick over wick reversal. And if you want to even circle it, if you want to circle it, draw the zone, circle any of the odds enhancers. And this is just kind of a trial period to test out the tools if you need. Here's the upper zone on the 1 hour. How would we isolate our zone? How about, let me ask you guys, I'll give you a couple of the odds enhancers. If you can point to them, that would be great. Or if you want to type them in the chat, you can. Where do we have a wick over wick reversal? Thank you, Dan. See how he's isolated the 2 red candles coming down? That box showing where that zone would be located. Nice use of the rectangle. Wick over wick reversal zone, breakout. So then our entry, if I put the tool around his box, that shows us that our entry would be 1.2354, stop at 1.2345. What other odds enhancers do we have with this zone? We haven't really talked about odds enhancers too much, so if you don't know, that's okay. Do you have any odds enhancers you think might give this more ability to take this as a zone entry? Nice. I like you using the different tools, Dan. Wick over wick to the left. Why is that important? It's helping support that wick over wick reversal here. So price coming down into that wick over wick. It's being supported to the upside from this wick over wick here. And then that gives us that push to the upside. Awesome. So we've got wick over wick reversal here, wick over wick to the left. Let me write these down too for the recording. So let's see. Set up odds enhancers. We have a wick over wick reversal. We have a, let's see what else. Wick over wick reversal. Wick over wick to the left. What else? What else you guys got? We've got wick over wick reversal, wick over wick to the left. Nice job, Brusa. Yeah, if you, again, test out those tools, kind of pointing at that wick over wick here. Again, so that's a good point here to make note of, is because that's what's supporting that wick over wick reversal here, and that's going to give it more of a push to the upside. Do you see where we had a confirmed breakout or a fake out breakout? Does anyone want to try to draw a line on the breakout point, the fake out breakout, or controlling breakout pivot? Put a couple things out there. Fake out breakout, confirmed breakout, controlling breakout pivot. Do we see any of these in this area? I think I can draw too. So if I'm looking to draw, I would say, Dwayne says controlling breakout pivot. Yeah, so that's going to be right here. Notice how this is where, when we talked about controlling breakout pivot before, this is where we had support. Price broke down below support and then are reversed back to the upside. So in essence, here's the controlling breakout pivot. CBP breaks down, reverses to the upside. Nice job, Dan. Showing price breakdown. It's taking out that support to the left. Reversing gives us, nice job, Dwayne and Dan, our fake out breakout. So now we've got a controlling breakout pivot. Price broke through. Fake out breakout. Price broke lower and then reversed. Where did the confirmed breakout happen? So when we broke above that controlling breakout pivot, that confirmed the push higher. Did we have another breakout in here somewhere? Where else did we have a breakout? How about right in here at these highs? Notice we've got a touch, touch, touch. There was some resistance there. So now we're putting the pieces together. We're seeing we've got a controlling breakout pivot. Fake out breakout, as Dan mentioned, we broke below support, reversing back up. That's what qualifies strength, breaking above the controlling breakout pivot. So when you're looking for your zones, you want to incorporate these odds enhancers, the wick over wick reversal, wick over wick to the left, controlling breakout, pivot, fake out, breakout. What else? We have a confirmed breakout when it broke through those areas. There's one more thing. It starts with a W. Does anyone know what that is? What's the last odds enhancer that starts with a W? We've got that one. That one's the first one. Wick over wick reversal. Yep. Another W one. Got most of them doing controlling breakout pivot, fake out breakout, wick over wick reversal. What's the last W one? There we go. Great job, Mark. That is our wiki area down here. So if I'm asking you guys, all right, what's the odds enhancer down here? Again, if you want to draw, you can put a box around that wiki area to show that this is where the support is coming in and pushing price up. Thanks, Patrick. Good having you here. All right, so this is the gist of the coaching lab, and I just wanted to give you guys again the opportunity to see how it works and the ability for you guys to draw on the screen, use the pencil, um, the pointers, the markers, erasers, all those things that you're prepped for the 3-day coaching event. These are just tools that you can use during the event. You don't have to use them. It's an option. But I know a lot of people, when they're trying to ask questions, it might be easier to jump on the microphone or draw on the chart directly. This is going to help with the quizzes and to really solidify the information so that you can get it hands down and be more interactive during the event. So I'm looking forward to having you all there. If you have any questions on the coaching lab, if you had any issues using the tools, send me an email and I'm more than happy to try to get you set up if you weren't able to do so during this event. Um, just send me an email, let me know what you're having issues with, and I'll help you so that you are best prepared for the upcoming 3-day coaching event. But again, you have the tools, draw on the screen, microphone, share your screen if you want. Pretty much everything you can think of that you would get in a live class environment. And then we'll do these exercises to go through the charts. I've incorporated a lot of your feedback already into the event. If you haven't already, submit your feedback. Let me know what you guys want to see during um, during the 3-day coaching event. These are just a couple feedbacks that I've started to incorporate already. Some of the ones I've incorporated from the previous event, if you missed that, was going through these step-by-step processes. So where do we get into a trade? Step 1, step 2, step 3. What do we look for to stay in a trade longer? Step 1, step 2, step 3. How do we exit the trade? Step 1, step 2, step 3. The more feedback I get from you guys, the more I will be able to tailor these to you. And you don't have to use all the information in the coaching event, but I do want to put the information out there, and then whatever sticks with you, if you even learn one piece of new information that helps you based on you sending me an email, that's going to help so many other people as well. So other than that, thank you all for joining as part of this coaching lab. To sign up for the upcoming 3-day coaching event that starts next week, January 28th, 29th, and 30th. Click the link in the chat. That'll be from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern. You'll get the recordings for each of the 3 days. I know a lot of you have work or other obligations and you can't attend all 3 days. So you do get all recordings. And then again, up until that point, send me your feedback. What do you want to see in the event? And you can see I'm already including that as part of the content. Other than that, I will see you guys all next week for the event. Any questions, feel free to send me an email. Thank you all for being here. Have a great day. Bye-bye. And have a great weekend.